सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंग विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभाशिष मागे गाए तब जय गाथा गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।
I wish you all a great morning full of patriotism. Happy Independence Day to all of you. I render a hearty welcome to our Honorable Principal, Reverend Father Saju Anthony CM, the Chief Guest of the day. Welcome, Father. I welcome respected sisters, my dear colleagues, and my loving students. I also welcome to our viewers, those who are watching us. I welcome you to the celebration of 75th Independence Day. On 15th August 1947, India got its freedom, ending an almost 200 years of British rule in the subcontinent. It is a day of immense pride for all Indians as we commemorate the sacrifices made by millions of freedom fighters. Let us remember our great freedom fighters and leaders who sacrificed their everything to make our motherland free. Let us now welcome to the man who is known for his intellectual wisdom and knowledge. He is none other than our beloved principal, the chief guest of the day, Reverend Father Saju Anthony CM. I request Father to say a few words on this auspicious day. Please, Father.
Dearly beloved Napoleons, it has been 2 years consecutively we observe Independence Day in a very different manner than that what we have been traditionally doing. We have been quarantined under lockdown almost for 2 years and we are struggling to come out. We are experiencing a sort of slavery. We are experiencing a sort of lack of freedom and we are almost fed up. So imagine this, almost 200 years being deprived of the freedom. What was the feeling of our forefathers? Hardly 1.5 years of non-freedom, we are struggling. We want to come out, we want to be liberated, we want to do things as we were doing earlier. And that is making us to do things in a very different manner, thinking of things, how we can come out of this struggle. Being deprived of freedom, our forefathers thought of freedom. When we enjoy freedom, we don't think of freedom. When we have something in abundance, we never think of poverty. Only when we are deprived of things in life, we think of the things that we had earlier, and then we begin to enjoy the things that we had enjoyed earlier. It was not an easy walk through to freedom. Rather, they had to struggle hard. Hundreds of them had to give their lives. And others had to sacrifice their time and energy for this great nation. Friends, we remember everyone who contributed for the liberation of this motherland. In one way or other, who have become instruments for the freedom that we enjoy today. We remember and pay tribute to every one of those people who had their contribution for this great effort. We also pay tribute to great warriors of Corona, Some of them have given up their lives, others are working hard, struggling day and night to keep all of us healthy. May God reward each one. Let us pledge to work together to eradicate this pandemic. Also, work together that we stand united for the cause of this great nation. Let nothing divide us. No one can divide this land if we are united. Let us think together, work together, and live together. May God bless great India. Jai Hind.
Father, for your inspirational words and planting the seeds of knowledge and patriotism in the young minds. Now it's time for a dance performance. So let's welcome
ये देश है वीर जवानों का, बेलों का, मस्तानों का, इस देश का यारों, इस देश का यारों क्या कहना, ये देश है दुनिया का कहना। मेरा जूता है जापान, ये पतलून हिंदुस्तान, सर पे लाल टोपी रूसी, फिर भी दिल है हिंदुस्तान। मेरा जूता है जापानी, ये पतलून हिंदुस्तानी, सर पे लाल टोपी रूसी, फिर भी दिल है हिंदुस्तान।
हर करम अपना करेंगे, ऐ वतन तेरे लिए।
गिरिया है जहाँ भी रहेंगे, ऐ वतन तेरे लिए। आसमान के तले आजा, जरी वाले नीले आसमान के तले जय हो, चक दे हो चक दे इंडिया, चक दे हो चक दे इंडिया। वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम। सुजलाम सुफलाम मलयज शीतलाम, सस्य श्यामलां मातरम। वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम।
ये दुनिया
ये दुनिया एक दुल्हन, ये दुनिया एक दुल्हन, दुल्हन के माथे की बिंदिया। ये मेरा इंडिया, ये मेरा इंडिया, I love my India, ये मेरा इंडिया। हम लोगों को समझ सको तो समझो दिल भर जानी, जितना भी तुम समझोगे उतनी होगी हैरानी। फिर भी दिल है हिंदुस्तानी, फिर भी दिल है हिंदुस्तानी, फिर भी दिल है हिंदुस्तानी, फिर भी दिल है हिंदुस्तानी। मेरा रंग दे, मेरा रंग दे बसंती चोला, माए रंग दे, मेरा रंग दे बसंती चोला, माए रंग दे, मेरा रंग दे बसंती चोला, रंग दे, रंग दे, रंग दे बसंती चोला, माए रंग दे। तुझे सलाम, अम्मा तुझे सलाम, वंदे आओ बच्चों तुम्हें दिखाए झांकी हिंदुस्तान की, इस मिट्टी से तिलक करो ये धरती है बलिदान की। वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम।
रंगीला देश मेरा रंगीला, देश रंगीला,
रंगीला देश मेरा रंगीला, झंडा ऊंचा रहे हमारा, विजय देश तिरंगा प्यारा। सारे जहां से अच्छा हिंदुस्तान हमारा, हमारा सारे जहां से अच्छा। हम बुलबुले हैं इसकी, ये गुलसिता हमारा, हमारा सारे जहां से अच्छा।
Oh, thank you kids for this beautiful performance. You have enthralled us with your vibrant dance performance. Now I call upon Ms. Soumya to share her feelings on this day.
And Father Saju and Museum, dear teachers, students, and one and all present here. I first of all take this opportunity to wish you all a happy 75th Independence Day. Long years ago, we made a tryst with destiny. And now the time comes when we shall redeem our pledge. At the stroke of midnight hour, when the world slept, India awakes to life and freedom. With these words of Jawaharlal Nehru, India began her unending quest, and trackless decades are filled with her striving and the grandeur of her success and her failures. Through good and ill fortune alike, she has never forgotten the sight of this quest, nor forgotten the ideals that gave her strength. Today, Free India turns 75. On this 75th Independence Day, I am going to tell you the story of independence struggle. This day tells the struggle of millions of people who sacrificed their lives and gave us this India where we can breathe in free air. Indeed, it was a long journey, but it was a remarkable one. For in striving for its own freedom, India taught the entire world the path of non-violent resistance. When India attained freedom, the world thought the democracy cannot sustain in a country as diverse as India. And here after 74 years, we still stand strong in all glory as the world's largest democracy. The poor country has today transformed into a nation which is expecting a $5 trillion economy by the end of this decade. The ballot has indeed proved to be stronger than the bullet. From a mere 18% of literacy, we have come to almost 76%. And from a life expectancy of 32 in 1847, we have come up to 78% in 2021. In all these years, India has today become the flag bearer, the torch bearer of peace, conflict resolution in the entire world. And when it comes to the flight of our ambitions, we make sure that limitless is our only definition. Yet, we do not forget that though we have traversed a long journey, there is still a long way to go. 20,000 children still die each day in India due to hunger. 20% of our population still cannot arrange square meal a day. And millions of our students are out of school. As I address you, the young friends of this country, the ones on whose shoulders the future of this nation relies, I feel it is indispensable for me to ask you a fundamental question. How do we perceive education? Do we see it as a passport to privilege or as an obligation to serve? Independence Day is not confined to parades, flag hoisting, long speeches, and half-day holiday. The spirit of independence resides within each of us. We are the makers of our destiny. Freedom does not just mean political emancipation, but also means socio-economic and ideological liberation. As citizens of tomorrow, dear young friends, I urge you to take a resolution today to do your best to be the catalysts to growth, the contributors to development, and be the makers of new India, the India of our dreams, the India where dream of every living man finds a destination. This Independence Day, let's paint our hopes, dreams, and aspirations with the tricolor. I would conclude by offering my prayer to God in the form of Rabindranath Tagore's poem from Gitanjali. Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, where knowledge is free, where the world has not been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic walls, where words come out from the depth of truth, stretches its arm towards perfection. where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way into the dreary desert sand of dead habits, where the world is led forward by thee into an ever-widening thought and action, into that heaven of freedom, my Father. Let my country awake. Let my country awake. Wish you all a happy 75th Independence Day. Thank you.
Thank you, Soumya, for your golden words. Now it's time for another dance performance by our students to celebrate the glory of our nation.
मत देख तू इस देश ने है क्या दिया, ये देख के पहले देश को तूने क्या किया। मत देख तू इस देश ने है क्या दिया, ये देख के पहले देश को तूने क्या किया। कर्ज इस्मती का तेरे ही तो नाम है, कभी कर्ज देश का तू शुक्रिया। हमारी फलसफा ये आज़ाद देश हमारा, मिट्टी तेरी धरती तेरी ये आकाश है तुम्हारा। जिसने इस आज़ादी को जीवन दिया, उन लोगों से तेरा है तूने क्या वास्ता, जो आसानी से तुझको है मिल गया। उस आज़ादी की इज़्ज़त कभी कर ज़रा, तूने जीवन का तो बना है देश हमारा। कण कण है जो इस देश का, सब खून से समाना। इस देश ने है क्या दिया, कभी इस देश का तू शुक्रिया। कभी इस देश का तू शुक्रिया। कभी इस देश का तू शुक्रिया।
Your mesmerizing performance. You have filled the atmosphere with patriotic vibes. Now, I invite Miss Devotri to share her feelings and few words on independence and our challenges. It's over to you, Miss.
Reverend Principal, Father Saju Antonisio, respected sisters, dear teacher colleagues, my loving students, and all the citizens of India, a very good morning to all of you. Wish you all a very happy 75th Independence Day. Freedom is never dear at any price. It is the breath of life. What would a man not pay for living? These were the heart-touching yet realistic words of the father of our nation, Mahatma Gandhi. Today, on this tantalizing morning, we have gathered here to acknowledge our privilege of being born in free India and to celebrate the 75th Independence Day of our nation. After almost 2 centuries under imperial rule, after countless sacrifices and struggles, the brave Indian freedom fighters were able to accomplish the Hurricane task of setting India free from the British rule. We need to ask those who were born before 1947 to know the pangs of anguish of being enslaved under a colonial rule. Those hardships, struggles must not be allowed to fade away from our memories and remain confined in the history books of our libraries. Men, women, children lost their lives with pride, uprisings against the British, and managed to successfully drive them out of the country. Being the sons of this brave country, it is our responsibility every year to unfurl the beautiful flag of independence and stay patriotic forever. Today, Independence Day is not just a national holiday. Sitting back at home, we are not just to realize the importance of being independent. As Father has already said, we realize the importance of something only when we lose it. Today, we are understanding the struggles of our freedom fighters as we ourselves are battling hard to free ourselves from the pangs of the deadly, disastrous pandemic. We are willing and we are struggling to breathe free without masks, walk carefree without any fear in our mind, hug and meet our near and dear ones without maintaining any social distancing. Today we truly realize and honor the sacrifices made by the brave hearts who aim to free us not only from the slavery of the Britishers but also from this deadly pandemic. Independence Day is a tribute to the ones who fought it and who held a vision for a prosperous, developed and healthy India. We are an independent nation where sovereign power lies with us to determine our future. It places a huge responsibility on our shoulders to march ahead towards a better future. Democracy gives us the right to live freely as proud citizens of a country. Today, we are fortunate to live in one due to the vision and sacrifices of our freedom fighters. 75 years of progress in making India a developed country is at stake because of this deadly pandemic. Complacency in respect of a global pandemic like Corona is not a fitting response. I urge each and everyone to remain alert and cautious. Let us be determined and patient in combating the global threat like Corona. Our nation has gone through many difficult times, including wars, and emerged unscathed and victorious. Today, I strongly believe that if we stand together, we will be able to tackle this disastrous pandemic by using the great advances of science and technology. If we remain united, resolute, and become responsible, we will be able to overcome it. And better days are ahead of us. All we need to do is just stay positive. Thank you so much and Jai Hind.
Thank you, Miss, for your valuable words. To enhance the feeling of enthusiasm and patriotism, now I invite Sir Jasbir and Sir Bikash to perform a patriotic song.
सुनो जोर से दुनिया वालों, बुरी नजर ना हम पे डालो। सुनो जोर से दुनिया वालों, बुरी नजर ना हम पे डालो। चाहे जितना जोर लगा लो, सबसे आगे होंगे हिंदुस्तानी, हिंदुस्तानी। सुनो जोर से दुनिया वालों, बुरी नजर ना हम पे डालो। चाहे जितना जोर लगा लो, सबसे आगे होंगे हिंदुस्तानी, हिंदुस्तानी। हमने कहा है तुम भी कहो, हमने कहा है जो तुम भी कहो। आओ हमें छुके बोले कहमियारा, अपना जहां है सबसे प्यारा। आओ हमें छुके बोले कहमियारा, अपना जहां है सबसे प्यारा। हमने कहा है तो तुम भी कहो। वो वादा करते हैं मिलते निभाते हैं हम पीछे हटते नहीं वक्त है उम्र है जोश है और शान है नाच के शामिल है देश तो अब निशान है वक्त है उम्र है जोश है और शान है नाच के शामिल है देश तो अब निशान है हमने कहा है तो तुम भी कहो सुनो दोस्त से दुनिया वालों बुरी नजर ना हम पे डालो चाहे जितना जोर लगा लो सबसे आगे होंगे हिंदुस्तानी हिंदुस्तानी सबके दिलों को मोहब्बत से बांधे जो हम में से जंजीर है ऊंची उड़ा रहे हैं ऊंची गिरा रहे हैं हम कल की तस्वीर है जो हमें प्यार दे हमसे यार प्यार दे दोस्ती के लिए जिंदगी अपनी यार दे जो हमें प्यार दे हमसे है प्यार दे दोस्ती के लिए जिंदगी अपनी यार दे हमने कहा है जो तुम भी कहो Let's everyone सुनो जोर से दुनिया वालों बुरी नजर ना हम पे डालो चाहे जितना जोर लगा लो सबसे आगे होंगे हिंदुस्तानी 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 ओ हिंदुस्तानी ओ हिंदुस्तानी ओ हिंदुस्तानी ओ हिंदुस्तानी ओ हिंदुस्तानी ओ हिंदुस्तानी 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 बोलो भारत माता की
Thank you, friends, for the melodious song. We really sank into the depth of the patriotic music. Thanksgiving is the most beautiful way to show gratitude, respect, and honor. Therefore, on this auspicious day, I show my gratitude to the millions of freedom fighters who sacrificed their life so that the coming generation doesn't come under any trace of slavery. I thank God the Almighty for this glorious day. I thank our beloved principal, Reverend Father Saju Anthony CN, for organizing this event and enlightening us with his valuable words. Thank you, Father. I thank to all the sisters, my colleagues, participants, and all individual helping hands for their cooperation to make this event a success. Last but not the least, thank you very much to all the viewers, those who are watching us. Thank you very much to one and all. Happy Independence Day. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.